Well, hello everyone. I'm Deborah, and this is our Floyd Wellness mini session live Wednesday on both Instagram and Facebook. So I have them both going, okay? So I don't know if some of you all saw my post talking about today. However, we are going to do text-ercises. Yes, text-ercises. So that means that we are going to work exercising our fingers, opening up our shoulders because of texting. Now, I talk about this a lot in my classes. When we do these mini sessions, I talk about alignment. Welcome for joining. I think I know who this is, and I haven't seen you in like forever. I love it. All right. There's so many folks coming in that I haven't seen in so long. Hello, everyone. Hello. All right. So, I talk about alignment all the time when I do these mini sessions. And the other day it dawned on me that, hey, why don't I do this with an actual telephone? Yes, it's great to see you too, baby. I love it. Oh my goodness. So, grab your phones. You're going to need your phones. Grab your phones. Or you may be on your phones watching this. That's even better. Okay? We have got to work on what's happening here with texting. And I actually think someone on here who's just joined actually inspired me to start changing how I text. And because I text up here. And I used to think, wow, okay, not down here. But she would always, when we would be in our, I believe, Thursday night meetings, Tuesday or Thursday night, in our meetings, we would be sitting around or we'd be working at the table and she would text and I was like, that's really a good position. So let's talk about that, you all. So everyone have their phones, grab your phones. Christopher Smith. Wow. All right. So I need to say hello. How are you? It's so nice to see you. Chris. Thank you. Yes. Okay. So, grab your phones. Now, some people text like this. Some people text like this. Some people text like this. I have something for all of you. For all of you, I have something. Okay? Let's start here. So, here's what we usually text. We're here, we don't think anything about it, but you've got the neck bent over. Your shoulders are going to start rolling in. Okay? And you're hanging over here. Let's lift that up. All right, now take it back down. Hold your phone however it is. I don't care if you hold it like this with one hand, to text with one hand, or to do this. Let's work it. Bring it up. Okay? And then back down. Bring it up. And then back down. And then take it up. And then back down. All right, now we're up. I'm going to drop it just a little to be sure that you can see my shoulders. We're just going to roll our shoulders. So we're right here, right in with texting. Shaver method. Hello. Roll the shoulders. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. Now come forward. Bring them forward and drop down. So you're bringing your shoulders in and out of your socket. So let's place it into the socket. And place it into the socket. And place it into the socket and place it into the socket and leave it there. And just breathe there. Just get that feeling. Also consider the weight of your phone. That's a whole nother thing. And if you have a case on it, all of that adds to it. And it just depends on your hands, what your hands will be able to take and what they won't. All right? So from here, tilt your phone and roll your thumbs. Just roll your thumbs. Roll your thumbs forward. Roll them back. Roll them forward. Yes. Roll them back. Good. I didn't think much about the weight before. And then Leela, the director, owner at Shaver Method Dance Academy, we were talking, I teach there, and she was talking about the weight of the phone. And I'm like, that's a good point. And so I actually This is not my phone. I had to borrow a phone. But it's just like my phone. So I actually had a 12 Max Pro, and it was too heavy. Yeah. So I dropped down to a regular 12. All good. All right. All right. So did we do that? Sweet. Let's roll. So just take one hand and roll. You can do this while you're reading. You know, while you're reading your text. You can be scrolling through here and rotating. Change hands. Rotate. Rotate. Rotate the other way. Just a couple of things, just little things to do. Just little things to think about when you're on your phone. Yes, just roll. All right. All you one finger folks, not a problem. Stretch, 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 stretch. These are the same exercises that I end almost all my classes with, except now I want you to actually have a phone in your hand so that you're thinking about why you're doing these things. Yes. So, I'm here. Let's do a little stretch up. Stretch it up. And then bring it right there. Stretch up. Now, you may not think about these, but it's okay. Stretch up. And then take it here. And stretch up. And take it here. All right. Fingers. Fingers. Yes. Switch hands. Fingers. Yes. Roll the fingers. Now, roll this way. So drop the wrist. Yes, drop the wrist. And drop the wrist. Change hands. Drop the wrist. Drop the wrist. Drop the wrist. So many people even read books, Yahoo News, all kinds of news stories, whatever. Social media. You spend a lot of time on your phone. And you have to really think about what's happening with your alignment. Let's take a moment with our phones here to think, where's our head placement? Remember, I always talk about this is imaginary string, a line that's coming right straight up in there. My shoulder, come on, Deborah, know your body parts. My chin is right out. So that's how I know where my phone needs to be. It's like, it's right there. Let me do a little angle here. So, it's right here, whether I'm using one finger, whether I'm using my thumb, or whether I'm using both. Same concept as when you're sitting at your computer. It's the very same thing. Where are you? Think of sitting up. This is our typical, I do it too, I know. This is our typical texting mode. And when you get here, lift. 2, I just hunch it over. When you usually text, lift, yes, bring it over, lift right here, and bring it over, and lift right here, and stay there. Nice. All right. I'm going to do a little something extra. I'm just going to take it over to the side. Just a little extra. Oh, some extra to the side. To the side, stretching out, and bringing it back. So actually, take a minute, open your phone, and just text something quick. Just for fun. See what it's like to text from up here. Text a note to someone, let them know you love them. That'd be so sweet, okay? Checking in on somebody. Hey, how you doing? But just take a minute and text from this position. And see what that feels like. So just take a minute and text. Cool. All right, as we're winding this puppy up, I'm going to set it down. I'm going to take my hands and stretch up and release. I'm going to stretch up and release. Now, I'm stretching all the way up, but as I release, I'm keeping my shoulders in the socket, so they're staying open. So my chest is open, all right? Lift and release back. One more. Lift and release back. Yes. Just taking a deep breath. Release. Taking another deep breath. Release. Another deep breath. And release. It doesn't hurt to do that after you've been on the phone, texting, reading, whatever, for a long time. Be good to you this week. It's so important. Be sure you're hydrating, exercising those fingers, moving them around, opening those shoulders, putting them in a socket, taking care of you. Thank you for joining me. You know I love doing these. I'll think of something else for next week. You're always more than welcome to give me ideas. I love to hear from you all. What works, what didn't work. I love when people hit me up and say, whoa, those exercises were really very helpful. Sometimes I stand, sometimes I'm sitting. We haven't done any laying down exercises for quite a while. However, it's just good. Being healthy feels good. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of the week. Thank you for joining me.